way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Full hammer out.
What's up, everybody? This is Storm from Storm and Blackbird, and welcome to yet another edition of Single Player Reviews. This time we've got our hands on the long lost and forgotten CMT project on the blackboard, Assault on the Control Room Evolved.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you back, Arnie. I'm sure you're the most happiest person to accompany me on yet another CMT project, isn't it? Let's start off, shall we? First of all, this is all on Legendary. Sadly, CMT had no time to put on Noble difficulty on this one. I mean, surely that would be quite appropriate from my experience.
Cocainum.
So instead, we will go on the most hardest difficulty Halo has to offer, just so you can see me how much fun I have on this one, huh? Huh? Aren't we going a little bit too far in the storm? You're just into the first few minutes of the map and now you're complaining about something. Again! Of course I am, because obviously in Legendary you'll be killed in many ways, but the first death I've ever had was this amount of bullcrap. Right here. Just what? First of all, there's supposed to be something that'll show its health, right? Right?
Wrong.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Arnie. Not yet. Please. Not now. Since CMT has this obnoxious fetish of using open saws, well, it's actually a good thing, but yeah. Anyhow, I've decided that I will murder my PC and activate everything there is to activate on this options. Well, first of all, the first thing I noticed that not many have this, so I start Halo as an admin and you can press F7 as it says right here, big. Anyhow, I actually did turn off motion blur and bloom, mainly for the FPS reason. Here is without them. Basically the whole map, entire scenery changes, something abysmal, turns into something even CMT-like, isn't that right?
You're a funny guy, Sully. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
The first thing you'll notice on this map is that it's surprisingly difficult to kill grunts and jackals. For the grunts, they actually have helmets on. You just hit them once and hit them in the head twice. That is amazing. Finally, I've been complaining about how Legendary just changes weapon damage and nothing else, just as much as Call of Duty does with its Legendary difficulty. But here it is. Some changes. Something that I can live with. Something that will keep me frustrated throughout this map. Something that is different.
You're shitting me.
I'm not shooting on you.
And just because of that, every gun is just pathetic. Or, well, unless you use them right. Wait a minute, what's up with this shotgun? So it was true. It is. CMT rips.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is. They're having sex with a woman and coming.
Not that kind of rips. Well, that's a discussion for another day, isn't it? Isn't it this, Salamander? Finally, CMT has decided to listen to me and grant the carbine a huge buff. Full automatic? Never heard of that. This thing is semi-automatic all the way. Another thing you might notice on this map is that a lot of weapons get 2 melee animations. That is pretty standard on open source maps anyway, but it's there and CMT won't forget about that.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
Huh. I'm sure Cortana did not mention CMT right there. Alright, let's start reviewing some of the good weapons, shall we? The battle rifle just isn't one of them. The scope on this thing got replaced with the DMR's lower powered scope, But anything that's cosmetic on this thing won't change the fact that this thing won't kill. I'm serious. Just fire this thing all you want. Try it out as long as you want. This thing won't kill.
No sequel for you.
One gun that did not get a prequel is this one, the pulse rifle. Let's see. It fires straight at where you aim at it. It has a very powerful damage multiplier against shields, and it can kill. This gun is outright overpowered, right? The only problem is 70% of the elites have carbines, and carbines are so powerful in this map that regarding whatever you do, if you're scoped in, you're screwed.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
Get down or I'll put you down!
As you can see, I'm having trouble myself going through the bridge. Yeah, you just can't take anything easy right now. You will have to be very careful of everything that's gonna go around you. Everything. These brutes, for example, will give up the weapon once something happens, and they'll start fisting your nipples once they are ready for it. But this one just wasn't.
I fart in your general direction. Ugh. Hate you so much! Ugh.
You want to fuck with me? You think you know bad, huh? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me! A choir boy!
This map just gets better by the minute. Oh look, a sword. Let's get it from him. Oh, it just disappeared. Alright, let's try another one. Well, that's a pile of bullcrap, but at least it's pickable, isn't it? Alright, here comes an example of hard to kill AIs. So, we've got a jackal here that you're supposed to give a headshot to. Well, that is a quite surprising difficulty. But here's something better. That's not a turret right there. That's a fucking hunter shooting at me. At fully auto. That is quite annoying, isn't it? So I tried confronting this hunter from his back little behind. Then, well, just see it for yourself. Obviously now I understood the meta of this hunter. There's something you can do when you press E. So, when I tried to do it, things happened. Right there I'm just scratching my head thinking, what now? And then I just pressed the grenade button, this happened. Huh, there's something about this that I don't get. So I started bashing my keyboard and mouse, and well, just to get a better view, I got a better FOV from this point of view, so I had decided to just melee the fuck out of him. It's the only other button I can use. So I hit him, and hit him, and hit him, and I hit him a lot of times. Quite a lot. One of these days, sometimes you can make innovation and it'll turn out like this.
Circle the back! Ah! Look on the bright side. At least you're not dead.
He is. But would you look at that? It's a gravity hammer. Let's pick it up, shall we? Oh, yeah, everything has to be a trap around here.
God doesn't want you to go in there.
Don't go in there, man.
Well, the guy shouldn't have killed my dog.
Here's something I found that CMT seems to have forgotten. I chose to equip the energy grenade. think it's called that. And instead I threw out a spike grenade. I also think it's called that. And once I picked the grenade launcher, I, well, got out the energy grenade. I also believe that's called that. And if you've been waiting for an overpowered weapon to appear, here's one. The grenade launcher is literally a one-hit kill all the freaking time. Just hit them directly.
My nipples are very sensitive.
After getting molested by all of them brutes, we are finally outside in this, well, scenery. Contrary to popular belief, you cannot hijack vehicles anymore, because CMT decided to just remove it because stealing is not okay. So, better leave the vehicles to their proper owners, kids.
Bring the toy back to the carpet, bring it back to the carpet.
So if you're having trouble in this area, don't worry. We've got the Gauss Warthog back. This thing is monstrous. This thing fires quick. You'll just dominate the battlefield with this one again. You also have a Marine who's holding a rocket launcher as well, so better keep him alive so that you'll have the ultimate explosive combo.
Hi, is that guy cone of phrase?
Cortana? Also Marine.
But wait, there's an even better vehicle than that hog. Introducing the Scorpion. Not only does it fire frickin' tank shells, it also fires explosive rounds as a machine secondary. But on top of that, this thing is fast. I mean fast. You won't glide on frickin' snow or ice. This thing is also off-road capable. There's absolutely nothing that can destroy the Scorpion, because it doesn't even have health, it's indestructible.
Whoa!
Fuck my life. For anything that's very far away or something of that measure, just use the illegal field of view modifier. Everything will be a-okay with it. But nonetheless, that thing can get addicting way too quick, so let's try the raid. If only it just wouldn't suck, that is. Up here, we are going to storm in that whole structure once again, just so we can fulfill our missions. But our Marine seems to be confusing who's in charge here. Oh no, it didn't happen once. It happened twice. Anyhow, here is the Magnum. This gun is just okay. I mean, it is way better than the battle rifle at killing grunts and the elites and such. And it's a good secondary to the sniper, which, quite surprisingly, has no visor mode. CMT seems to be removing lots of its innovative features, just as the visor mode. Well, the reason for that is because in Japan there was this one Pokemon episode that seems to have caused seizures on a lot of kids, making them commit suicide, and so CMT just doesn't want that to happen again. I am convinced that that's true. And now we're back with the kill the sleeping grunts before Big Daddy Brutis get to you. Once you clear this area, you can bring in a ghost like this. And with a few difficulties here and there, just make sure it fits on the lift and enjoy the car show. Oh, what do we have here? Invisible brutes. Woohoo! Yeah. Noble difficulty incoming. In the next two bridge spots, you're basically using a U-turn of their structure and, well, going to the other bridge, basically. And in the first one, you're gonna be awaited with minimal resources and elite wielding grenade launchers. So, how do you traverse this? Well, that was easy, isn't it? So, right afterwards, it seems like we've reached some resource limits. I mean, all of a sudden you won't hear your guns, and at the same time, your grenades won't work. I'm serious. Nothing you throw at them is gonna work. Literally, it's all silent. Silent warfare indeed.
Shut up.
We'll try, Arnie. We'll try. But now we're confronted with 2 hunters. Easy mode here. Just punch and fist and punch and fist and punch and fist and punch and fist. And also, damage going to you is non-existent. They will shoot at the hunter instead. Just easing your process. Yeah. If you happen to have the camo, which is somewhere, you can just trespass all of that though until the next loading spot where they stand still. Oh, I just love this. Nonetheless, we're gonna close in on the control room. You know, the one that says on the title. We're gonna close in by going down from this bridge. Well, there are several methods. There was the Banshee, and I just thought of another way. These guys. Let's see if this will work. I just get... What the fuck? The best way to go in the control room is actually with the Banshee. Don't do it with the Ghost. But we'll just use it for transporting reasons. Once you open the gate, you'll be surprised by yet another gang who wants to keep on banging all of those bullets. Like, oh, not this again. The proper way of doing this is just hide your Ghost for in the meantime. Use whatever sniper you still have and just hit the damn elites holding carbines. Be careful when using explosives because at this point of the map I seem to not get anything out of them. And this is the part where you're gonna use your Ghost. Once the sword elite becomes incredibly horny, ram him. Eliminating your strongest threat because that elite has the most shields and health. And you just roll with the Ghosts, and you're done.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
And so, here comes the final cutscene. But, as you're gonna expect, this is indeed redefined by cinematics from CMT. I think. It's all redefined, right? But, okay, whatever. Let's see, we got lots of new weapons, well, CMT rips. We got lots of new vehicles, that's also rips. We've got a new Master Chief biped, I think that's rips. And indeed, we've got new gameplay mechanics, just like the removal of Visor mode, which I can understand, we just can't copy Pokemon, I mean... Speaking of copying, I mean, sure, each evolved episode or map basically gets different every time. That is quite a good change. I mean, let's compare this to Call of Duty. Call of Duty does the same every year. That's just fact. And with this would just prove that if it's getting different every time, would you still like it? I'm sure that if you're gonna say, oh, this game should be better by making it a whole lot different, well then, look at what happened to Halo 5 Guardians. Not a lot of people will stay in it, but it's just good for the new guys, because there's different tastes and all that. And here it is, we've got a new genre of CMT evolved mapmaking. Huh. Yeah, that's a good rant, isn't it? So, what do I rate this? Well, I was gonna rate this a positive 9.8 out of 10, but there's just one problem. This! Because of this, I'm gonna rate this map a 4 out of 10. Because Halo 4 fucking suck dick. That's It's the last time I will play Truth in there, I tell ya. Just read the description if you just can't believe all this. Good night to y'all.
Get out.